class, since some of you are struggling with this week's assignment, I decided to go ahead and do a quick walkthrough on how you're going to complete it. Now, you should already have done steps 1 and 2, so we're going to skip to step 3. So, we're going to go ahead and do the following. According to step 3A, we're going to write 2, colon, from, colon, date, colon, and subject. Same thing. All right, so 2, you can type my name. From, you're going to type your name. Date, go ahead and use whatever date that you're doing the assignment. And it might help if I spelled September right. So today is the 20th. Right, and the subject is going to be MSW recycling and composting. All right, now to align these, we're going to hit tab twice, tab once, tab once, tab once. All right, so those are all now aligned. All right, now we're going to change the margins. To do that, you're going to hit Layout, Margins. If the margins aren't already here in this list, you're going to hit Custom Margins. All right, top needs to be 1 inch, bottom needs to be 1 inch, left needs to be 1.5. So you're going to come over here to this little up arrow. You're going to go to 1.5 and then click OK. Now, those are done. All right, so we're going to do a memo title. So come back up here to where it says 2, go down twice, come back up. We're going to call my memo a memorandum. All right, it has to be in all caps. They want a 14-point font. So what we're going to do is we're going to highlight it. We're going to come back here to Home. And we're going to, instead of whatever yours is set at, the font size, we're going to bring it down to 14. And then right next to that, we're going to change the font type to Arial. And then it wants us to change the color, which you'll see these 3 icons here. We're going to go to the one to the far right, font color, drop down menu, and we're going to select blue. And then we're going to center it. Now, the main part of the document can basically be anything that you want it to be, just as long as the information is relevant and comes directly from the document. So for this purpose, here is mine. Now, to use bullet points, you're going to highlight where you want the bullet point and just come up here and click this icon here. Same thing here. Same thing here. So that's relatively easy. You can also decide, if you don't want that, there's other types of bullets that you can use, but for the purpose of this, let's just use the solid black ones. Now, it's going to want a header with a page number. So what we're going to do is we're going to double click at the very top of the document. It's going to open up the header. You're going to come over here to page number, select page number. We're going to want the alignment to be to the right, and then just click OK. Double click anywhere in the center of the document, and it'll close that. Then it's also going to want a footer, so we're going to do the same thing. Double click at the bottom of the document, and the footer is going to be INFT124 Environmental Memo, or Environment Memo. And I spelled environment wrong again. All right, and again, we're going to double click. Now the other step is adding a table, which is actually pretty simple to do. You're going to come up here to design. No, sorry, insert. You're going to see where it says table. Click the little arrow, and then select how many sections you want in your table. The book calls for a minimum of 4 across and 4 down. So there's that, and then you're simply going to just fill in your information. So that is basically a quick walkthrough on how to do that assignment.